It's more than just cotton, more than a collar and a tiny embroidered horse. It's a symbol, an invitation. It's a piece of a dream. In the world of fashion, few garments have reached the iconic status of the Ralph Lauren polo shirt. It's been called the Mickey Mouse to Disney for the Ralph Lauren brand. One single item so powerful, it defines an entire empire. But the story of this shirt is way more complex and surprising than you might imagine. It's a tale that involves British soldiers, a French tennis superstar, and a young man from the Bronx who didn't just sell clothes. He sold a lifestyle. This is the hidden history of the shirt that changed fashion forever. In 1972, Ralph Lauren did something revolutionary. He took a simple cotton shirt, a style already popular in the worlds of tennis and golf, and released it in 24 vibrant colors. It was a gutsy move. Back then, athletic shirts were functional, not fashionable. But Lauren saw something different. He saw a canvas with the tagline, "It gets better with age." He wasn't just selling a shirt, he was selling an idea. The idea was one of a timeless, effortless American style that could cut across class, culture, and generations. And in doing so, he turned a simple piece of clothing into a global phenomenon. The story of what we call the polo shirt doesn't actually start with the sport of polo. At least, not in the way you'd think. The modern game of polo traces its roots to 19th century Manipur, India, where British military officers discovered a local sport known as Sagol Kangjay. The original players wore thick, long-sleeved cotton shirts, which weren't exactly practical for such an intense sport. Annoyed by their collars flapping in the wind, they started fastening them down with buttons or pins. This clever fix was spotted during a polo match in England by a visiting American, John E. Brooks of the famous Brooks Brothers. He brought the button-down collar concept back to the States, and by 1900, it became a staple of menswear. But the shirt we know today wasn't born on a polo field. It was born on a tennis court. In the 1920s, French tennis champion René Lacoste got fed up with the restrictive, long-sleeved tennis whites of his day. So he designed a much more practical short-sleeved shirt made from a breathable, knitted piqué cotton. It had a soft collar that could be turned up to protect against the sun and a simple buttoned placket. In 1933, after retiring, Lacoste started mass-producing the shirt. He added a small crocodile logo to the chest, a nod to his nickname, the Crocodile. This was a game changer. It was one of the very first times a designer logo was placed on the outside of a garment. The shirt was a hit, and ironically, it was polo players who began adopting Lacoste's comfy tennis shirt, cementing the name polo shirt in everyone's mind. For decades, the Lacoste shirt dominated the market, becoming a favorite among the preppy Ivy League crowd. This is where Ralph Lifshitz, a young man from the Bronx with a sharp eye for style, enters the picture. From an early age, Lauren wanted to build an identity around sophistication and class. He even changed his last name to better fit the lifestyle he dreamed of. He wasn't born into money, he was the son of immigrant parents, but he had a vision. He didn't start with shirts, but with ties. In 1967, while working for a company called Beau Brummel, he convinced them to let him start his own line. He designed wide European-style ties that were a world away from the skinny ties of the era. He called the line Polo to evoke the classic moneyed world of the sport. Working out of a single drawer in the Empire State Building, he even made deliveries himself. By 1968, he launched his first full menswear collection, and by 1969, Bloomingdale's had given him his own in-store shop, a first for any designer at the iconic retailer. The now famous polo player logo first appeared in 1971, not on a man's shirt, but on the cuff of a new line of tailored women's shirts. Then came 1972. The sportswear market was being flooded with new synthetic fabrics like polyester. Ralph Lauren, who loved the way natural fabrics aged, saw his chance. He introduced his version of the mesh shirt, made from high-quality, breathable cotton. But he didn't just offer it in white. He launched it in a brilliant spectrum of 24 shades. a move that turned the shirt from pure sportswear into a statement of personal style. With the Polo player logo now on the chest, the shirt was an instant sensation. It was the perfect blend of sporty and polished, casual and aspirational, and it became the emblem of the preppy look that would become one of Ralph Lauren's signature styles. The Polo shirt became the cornerstone of the entire Ralph Lauren world. Ralph Lauren famously said, "I am not a fashion person. I am anti-fashion. I am interested in longevity, timelessness, style." The Polo shirt was the perfect embodiment of this philosophy. It was a garment that could be worn by anyone, anywhere. It looked just as natural on a president as it did on a college student. The brand's cinematic vision of American life was a powerful marketing tool. In 1974, Ralph Lauren outfitted the male cast of The Great Gatsby, including a custom pink suit for Robert Redford's J. Gatsby, which further cemented the brand's association with timeless elegance and the American dream. The brand expanded into fragrances in 1978 and opened its first international store in London in 1981, followed by the magnificent Rhinelander Mansion flagship in New York in 1986. Throughout all this growth, the Polo shirt remained the anchor. It was the entry point into the world of Ralph Lauren. A teenager might get their first Polo, a red one passed down from a brother, and wear it for school photos year after year, creating a personal history with the brand. The brand itself kept the shirt fresh, offering it in new fits, from classic to slim, and constantly expanding the color palette. Over the years, special collections were released, inspired by everything from military tour jackets to yacht racing, allowing for endless self-expression. As the Ralph Lauren brand exploded, the Polo shirt became more than just clothes. It transformed into a powerful status symbol. Its association with leisure, Ivy League schools, and luxury made it a must-have for anyone aspiring to a look of casual luxury. It was the uniform for the upwardly mobile, a badge of preppy cool. But its cultural journey took a wild turn. In the late 80s and 90s, the shirt was adopted and remixed by subcultures that were the complete opposite of the brand's polished image. Hip-hop culture, especially in New York, embraced Polo Ralph Lauren in a big way. Crews like the Lowlifes in Brooklyn made a name for themselves by shoplifting huge amounts of polo gear, taking a symbol of aspirational wealth and turning it into a declaration of street style and defiance. The brand's bright colors and bold logos were a perfect fit for the vibrant aesthetic of the era. This appropriation gave the Polo shirt a rebellious edge that the brand could never have manufactured itself. The shirt's appeal is incredibly broad. It's been worn by presidents like Reagan and Obama, royals like Princess Diana, and countless rappers and artists. It transcends age, gender, and social status, loved by everyone from grandparents to their Gen Alpha grandkids. This chameleon-like ability to be both casual and luxurious, accessible and aspirational, is at the heart of its 50-year reign. Even today, the Polo shirt remains a fixture in global fashion, but it's also evolving. In a world increasingly focused on sustainability, Ralph Lauren has committed to new initiatives. A key example is the Earth Polo, a version of the iconic shirt crafted entirely from thread derived from recycled plastic bottles and dyed using a waterless process. Each shirt is made from an average of 12 plastic bottles, and the company has pledged to remove at least 170 million bottles from landfills and oceans by 2025. This is part of a broader strategy called Timeless by Design, which aims to use 100% sustainably sourced key materials and integrate circular design principles, allowing products to be worn, loved and passed on for generations. Beyond its environmental goals, the brand is also venturing into the digital frontier to connect with a new generation. Ralph Lauren has launched virtual experiences in the metaverse with platforms like Roblox and Fortnite, allowing users to dress their avatars in digital versions of its clothing, including archival Polo Sport designs. This digital strategy extends the shirt's legacy from a physical status symbol to a virtual one. showing that the dream Ralph Lauren sells can exist in new realities. Through sustainability and digital innovation, the simple polo shirt continues to reinvent itself, proving its timelessness for the 21st century. Over 5 decades since its colorful debut in 1972, the Ralph Lauren polo shirt has remained a constant in an ever-changing fashion world. It's been reimagined in a kaleidoscope of colors and fits, but it has never lost its core character. Ralph Lauren himself once said, "It was never about a shirt, but a way of living." He wasn't just selling a cotton mesh shirt with a horse on it, he was selling a fantasy of American life, a life of casual elegance, timeless style, and attainable luxury. From the polo fields of India to the tennis courts of France, from a drawer in the Empire State Building to closets all over the globe, the journey of this shirt is a story of vision and reinvention. Ralph Lauren took an existing design and gave it a new meaning, a new romance. He proved that a single garment could define a brand, capture a lifestyle, and become a true cultural icon, a way of feeling unique while belonging to a global community. And that is the enduring magic of the shirt that changed fashion forever. This ability to be both universal and deeply personal is the secret to the polo shirt's enduring power. It's a canvas for individuality. It's a feeling of being part of something bigger, a chance to take part in your own version of the American dream. What was your first Ralph Lauren polo shirt, and what's the story behind it? Let me know in the comments. And if you're enjoying this dive into fashion history, make sure to subscribe for more stories just like this one.